I'm not very comfortable.
1, 2, 3.
She's Fiona.
And he's Ben.
What are you looking at?
And that's Donald.
Someone's just walked into the room. We're not even going to talk about him. Not going to talk about him.
He's just so cute.
It's a cat who's
It's
called
a
Donald.
kitten.
Kitten, sorry. She's Fiona.
And he's Ben.
And this is Pushful Health.
Pushing your health from the pulse of life.
Asking you to embrace your rotten attitude, to exercise and nutrition. Empowering you to give the middle finger to your unrestricted diet and half-assed exercise routine in just 30 days. That's what we do.
That's what you do.
That's what I do, sorry. That's
Yep.
what I do. I'm not very comfortable today. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see what happens with that camera today.
Okay.
You never quite know. We've got some new gadgets for it, which should make all the difference.
Yes, it should.
We're now in about 25 minutes.
So
Anyway,
Ben,
no one cares.
What
No
are we
one cares.
talking about today?
How did you find the last episode we did?
Oh, absolutely shocking. Last Sunday. That was horrific.
Mindset, though, isn't it? It's mindset.
We did it though.
But it's mindset. This episode is going to be bad. I'm tired. I'm stressed. Oh, we're going to have a shocker. And look what happened.
We had a shocker.
What would have happened if we'd have turned up and gone, do you know what? Good subject. There's discipline. The irony. Discipline. Turn up. Get it done. Put a shift in. Don't be defeatist. That's exactly what we were. Oh, I'm disciplined, so I'll still do it, but it's going to be rubbish, isn't it? Yes, it was.
But we were motivated to do it. We had the willpower to do it.
No, we talked about that, didn't we? It's discipline you need. Motivation, willpower comes and goes.
Well, we did do it. We still had the discipline to do it, but just there was lots of confounding factors.
Doesn't matter.
Anyhow,
New episode.
Yep.
Big topic. Big
Ooh.
topic. Lots of notes for you to read out.
you know I don't like doing that, but okay.
It's for you to understand. It's for the listener, the viewer, to understand what we're talking about.
So, what is today's topic, Ben?
Menopause.
Oh,
We've talked about the menstrual cycle episode. We did that months ago. That'll be out by this point.
we talked about the Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, the menstrual cycle.
Yeah.
We talked about it. It'll be out. We recorded that a long time ago, but it'll be out by the time you.
Ages ago.
Yeah. Menopause. Big subject. Only giving ourselves an hour. It's not a lot of time. Not really. But I need to edit these episodes. I need to get these done. I need to get these out. The longer they go, the less willpower there is to edit them.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately. Sort of one-man band over here.
Well, I'm here. There's two.
Okay,
True.
menopause. Right, Fiona.
Donald's had
What do we
enough.
start?
It's gone.
What are we starting off with? What are we
So-
doing?
Well, I think we should start off with what is menopause?
Okay.
That'd be good.
Okay. Have you got notes there?
Oh, I do. Your menopause is when you stop having periods. It occurs when your ovaries stop producing eggs, and as a result, levels of hormones called estrogen and progesterone fall. You can split the process into 4 stages.
Talking to the mic?
Premenopause, which is the time in your life before any menopausal symptoms occur. Perimenopause, when you experience menopausal symptoms due to hormone changes, but still have periods which are changing in nature or frequency. Menopause, when you do not have a period for 12 consecutive months. Postmenopause, the time in your life after you have not had a period for 12 consecutive months. I'm itchy.
All right. Oh dear. You okay over there? You stressed?
I'm allergic to Donald.
I see.
But antihistamine, so.
We better get rid then. Why is he here? Why is he here if you're allergic?
Because
That doesn't make sense.
he's cute. So yes, what do you think of that, Ben? What do you think of menopause?
It's not good, is it? It's not the best. It's not good. Difficult for many.
Very, very
Tough.
difficult. So menopausal symptoms can be night sweats, insomnia, which are very common, and that can lead to sleep deprivation, fatigue, and reduced mental well-being. So
Weight gain.
yes, weight gain, all of that, yes. So many people in this age group who are at the menopausal stage. What ages is it? I know it varies It can change. It can be from any
What's
age
the
really.
average? Maybe 46 to 52, 48 to 52. But
So-
then you've got the perimenopausal stage that you have to deal with as well, which can start in your early 40s on average.
So during perimenopause and menopause, estrogen levels fluctuate and ultimately decline, which can influence mood, anxiety levels, and overall emotional resilience. Estrogen is actually an umbrella term for 3 types. Estradiol, the main form of estrogen in your body during your reproductive years. Estrone, the main form of estrogen that your body makes after menopause. And estrol, the main form of estrogen during pregnancy. Many women in this age group juggle caregiving roles for both children and aging parents. These responsibilities, coupled with work-related stress, can contribute to high levels of stress and a sense of being overwhelmed.
Oh, right. Oh, are we not discussing? That's a good start, Fiona. That's some good reading in the notes. Okay.
That's because I had a chance to read all.
Right. What are you interested in? Your attitude before recording wasn't very good, actually. It was rubbish, actually. It stunk.
But we spoke
It was
about
really smelly.
Spoke about my reasons as to why.
Oh, just because you're not, you've not entered the years.
No, so I have not entered the years.
Oh, so you don't care? No interest?
It's not that I don't care, but it's a topic that I don't know much about because I have not experienced it.
Okay, that's the point of these episodes, though, isn't it?
It
Educate yourself.
Yes, well, ask me in 10 years.
No,
premenopausal.
That's like, so why am I doing it? This one happened to me. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah, but you have to live with me. It's as good you have
It's a bad attitude, though, isn't it?
No. I'm just embracing my rotten attitude, Ben. Here I am, embracing it. You tell me to do it, so here I am.
To exercise and nutrition.
And podcast.
Right.
That's a disclaimer.
So what were you saying, yes, about the time for a lot of women when they go through menopause?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on. One of the biggest things for me when it comes to menopause, that revolves around nutrition and exercise in particular, is that once you enter menopause, or regardless of your symptoms, you start hearing all these scary things about the weight gain, chronic fatigue, hot flashes, etc. You hear about all these scary things.
Night sweats.
So if you're not already doing some form of exercise, if you've not found a form of exercise that you can stomach,
you ain't going to start.
If you haven't found a diet you can stick to for longer than 10 minutes, what's the chances that you're going to start during menopause if you start having some of these symptoms?
Probably
or
highly
all of
unlikely.
them. That's the difficult part, isn't it?
If you're fatigued and lacking energy.
Right, so there we go then. So getting this message across from an early stage is quite beneficial, isn't it? So you need to listen up. You need to pay attention, Fiona, don't you? Because
I've started my 6-week challenge.
Just because you're in your 30s now, so you're not a spring chicken.
Neither are you.
Again, a male. I don't have to go through this. Lucky me.
No.
But I've got to watch you go through it. Maybe.
Oh. You are in for a treat.
Yeah. So why don't you pay attention? Why don't you take an interest?
I am taking an interest.
Because if you don't, like many people, unfortunately, if you've not done the whole embracing the rotten attitude stuff, you start getting into menopause, perimenopause, can start in your early 40s. Well, can start whenever. Can start late 30s, can start 40.
Early 30s.
Right.
Late 20s.
If you've not done something, if you've not tried to start putting together a better routine for your health, and you start reading about this or listening about what happens during menopause and perimenopause, it's not like it's too late, but it's a lot harder to get going, isn't it?
Yes, the motivation, discipline will not be there to do so. Because if you're fatigued, if you're tired, you're not going to be cooking a really healthy meal.
Most people are like that anyway.
A Mickey meal.
Just with life, with kids, stresses.
Life is hard. Life is stressful. And not sleeping on top of it. We had a very bad night's sleep on Friday night and we were zombies yesterday.
Oh, right. That's right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's like a little baby, isn't he?
My baby.
That just confirms that there'll be no children entering the push-pull health realm.
We'll see.
No children. The cat will do.
Okay.
Right, what else? Anything else to expand on that point? You get to 50. It's almost like 50 is a death sentence.
So, like, it's the influence of the mood. You asked me a question.
Oh, sorry.
You answered it yourself, so I'm talking over you. So the mood changes and the anxiety level, how it increases that. think that's very important because obviously we've been banging on about the main thing to improve your mood is exercise and diet. Not to improve your mood, but
it can help. Yeah, certainly.
It can definitely help with
Absolutely.
mood and stuff. So, yeah.
That's it, is it? That's it. Okay.
Yes.
Getting to 50. For many, it seems to be a death sentence. This is for men as well.
It's midlife
But
crisis.
40 plus, life begins at 40, right? Okay. Yeah. For women, if you start getting these symptoms already by the age of 40, Christ. That's not easy. But you hear about all this stuff and you get to around 50, you enter menopause. And again, I'll repeat the same thing. If you're not doing any of this stuff, if you're not being proactive with your health, it can be a death sentence. It's too late for me. I'll just grin and bear it.
But it's quite interesting because it's like the menstruation cycle. People have very different symptoms and very different effects, and people tolerate it very differently. The same with menopause. Some people can be premenopausal and they don't even know. They can be going through menopause and they don't even know. And then you've got other people who have really, really bad side effects from it. Not side effects, symptoms of it. And it's kind of like, why are some people lucky and some people aren't? What's the science behind it? Why is that? Why are some people symptom free and they're just like, oh, I haven't had a period in 12 months. Oh, I've gone through menopause and didn't even realise.
Well, I think menopause.
60s?
I don't think you don't not realise you're going through menopause. If you have bad symptoms when it comes to PMS, if you have any other underlying medical conditions, chances are menopause for you is going to suck a lot more than for someone else.
Fair. That's really not fair because some people can go have periods and they're fine. Not fine, but they're not bad. Whereas other people go through it and they get really, really bad symptoms. So why should the people that get really bad symptoms get a really bad ride when it comes to menopause? That's not fair. It should be crossed over.
Oh, right. I see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Genetics as well.
Yes. It sucks getting old.
For all the women out there, if you just ask your mum when she hit menopause, chances are it's going to be pretty similar for you. Unless other stuff has taken place during your life, which might change that. But on average, it should be in and around the same time.
So there's a time where she was quite irritable. That's probably why.
Big thing though, isn't it? Yes. It's a big thing. Everyone's got to be educated.
It's another taboo subject though, isn't it? It's like the menstruation cycle is such a taboo. Menopause is obviously coming a lot bigger now because people are opening up about the symptomology of it a lot more. But it is still a taboo subject. People don't talk about it. No,
and like anything, when something becomes more popular, of course, all the charlatans and the quackery starts to go in. Oh, God, what can we sell? Yeah, let's sell some turmeric supplements. That'll fix everyone. It's
like at work, people would be saying, nobody would call it menopause. They'll say, I'm going through the change. I'm going through the change and stuff like that because people are ashamed to say menopause. It's like this thing about it. It's like, I'm going through the change. So you're going through menopause. And people are often embarrassed about it. And it's just like, it's natural. It's a way of life.
The symptoms sometimes can be embarrassing, can't they?
Well, yeah.
So... Continue, Fiona. I'm just very comfortable.
You're distracting
today.
You're distracting me, and Donald must be in his tray.
Talk into the mic. Okay, what else? What else around that time? Anything from the notes there? Anything that piques your interest?
So this is what I was saying. So women's responsibilities at that age, coupled with work-related pressures, can contribute to high levels of stress and a sense of being overwhelmed. As children grow up and the household dynamics shift, women may experience a loss of identity, particularly if they have been primary caregivers. This can lead to feelings of isolation, questioning purpose, or experiencing a loss of direction, which can impact mental health. Also, very, very good subject. Very, very good point there. Again, impacting your mental health, impacting your anxiety. You know, you hear the words fly in the nest, children fly in the nest from home. And, you know, people then start to, once somebody hits 18 and the child becomes independent, going to college, university, whatever it may be, some women, and because they're going through menopausal symptoms as well, they start actually being diagnosed with anxiety and depression because of this. because it's a change of their identity.
Another
They don't
tick in
know who.
another tick in the column of not having children.
They've been like identifying as mom for 18 years.
Oh, you ignored me.
And now they're kind of just like, oh, well, they're flying the nest now. They're on their own. Like,
Right. Did you hear the tick in the column?
yes,
No children. Cat,
he's at the
queer
door.
question mark, because he's a pain.
He's not a pain. He's beautiful.
It's not funny. Can't say. He's around. He's around.
He's there.
So, yeah, no children.
Yeah.
Cross it
whatever you
off.
say.
It's the stress. It's non-stop. It never ends.
Yes.
So, right. So you think, oh, this is great. So if you are going through menopause and the kids are getting to a point where they are growing up and they are going off to uni and they are moving out.
Yes.
Oh,
what
yeah.
is it? It's
Win-win.
an identity change.
Right. But it should be, but
Because-
you'd hope it'd be win-win. Because you go, oh, great.
Yes, but some
Get out. See you later.
Some people are fantastic with it. Other people, they can't. And it might be people who's been stay-at-home moms. I don't know what.
It's
I don't
that
know
stress,
anything.
though, isn't it? It's the
Yeah.
stress for
Well,
everyone.
it's always
that
gonna be stress.
every day you wake up and you go, oh, God, I wonder what so-and-so is getting up to. Oh, I should probably check in. And also, when kids get older, they don't want to be checked in on, do they, all the time? They want to be left alone.
Yes.
So you can go a week, maybe 2 weeks. How are you getting on?
Again, that
Like,
would be
oh, God, is he all right? Is she all right? Or-
that would be a form of isolation as well, though, because the thing of that could be somebody could be waiting for a text message to come through, a phone call to come through, and then they may isolate themselves from friends and family because they're waiting for that call because their sense of identity is, I am mom, I have to be available.
Donald, you have to be very careful because if you jump on that camera, you are going straight back to where we found you.
No.
Do you understand?
Oh, it's on tender hooks today.
No one cares. No one cares about that. Like, they can't even see the cat. It's not about menopause.
Yes.
What's cat got to do with it? Nothing. Zero. Okay.
Emotional support, maybe.
Now, I don't know this for sure, but I imagine there's enough studies and enough figures out there that divorce, suicide for women around like I don't know, 45 to 54, give or take.
Particularly 50 to 54.
Is that for both or is that for suicide?
Suicide. Which
Right.
also coincides with perimenopausal and menopausal. Donald, get away from my plant.
Uh-huh. So yes, you have to be careful. You can't say, oh well, these correlate. Causation, correlation.
No.
But
But with the
I'm
symptomology
sure-
of it, the low mood, chronic fatigue,
right, yes.
Loss of identity, no direction, don't know where your direction in life is going, might have been a breakdown in marriage, which obviously makes everything worse.
Well, this brings the
Again, with life stresses,
men into play, yes.
financial stresses, all of that stuff. It's,
Guys, you need to know this.
yes.
You need to know this.
Now that I'm talking about it, I'm more
Oh, I
interested
see.
in it.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yes.
Just keep watching that bloody cat. Oh, there's lots of wires that he's stepping over.
Get away from the chimney.
Chimley. This is paying for your litter, Donald, this is. Doing this. Well, it's not yet, but
Well, I went to shop and I stocked up.
it's been a good amount. Oh, we need to do more of these then. What you're telling me. Okay.
Keep them coming.
Right, we need to do more. We need to do more. Yeah, we need to get more people on the app. The Push Your Health app. Okay. So, yes, very important for everyone across the board.
This might be controversial, but
Oh,
I think
wow.
the main reason why probably menopause, and this is just from speaking about it now, the main the taboo subject of menopause, I think, is probably because mental health, up until 5-6 years ago, that was a taboo subject as well, wasn't it? Nobody wanted to speak about it. Nobody wanted to speak about their mental health, and menopause really, really does impact on your mental health. In some cases, it can be extreme. Other cases, it can be mild. And I think that's why it's probably been a taboo subject.
There's
up
lots,
until
yes.
recently.
There was lots around mental health, but it's difficult. We only got 1 hour. Mental health, PCOS, there's lots. There's lots you want to get into. Menopause, perimenopause, all these symptoms, all this misery that it can produce can lead to this. Another time, maybe.
Maybe.
I have to get into it. I don't have the notes. I stopped myself. I just wanted to just keep it localised.
No, I
For
think
now.
I should have had more notes because I'm interested. in
Oh,
the
I
topic
see.
now.
Right. Okay. When I sent you over them originally, you were kicking off.
Oh.
They're in. I don't understand them. There's too many of them.
Darling, I would never kick off.
I'm only 36. It doesn't affect
I'm
me.
not 36.
Look at-
Arsehole. Will I go on about
You're
the other
looking at-
symptomology?
Okay. What else have we got there? Anything Is that enough, is it?
So on top of reduced mental health, feeling fatigue, there's weight gain. Especially around the midsection.
Oh,
of the stomach,
the spare tyre.
The spare tyre area. Or as you like to call it, Ben, the kangaroo pouch. You call mine.
The what?
The kangaroo.
The kangaroo?
The kangaroo pooch.
Pouch.
Yes. So
you must talk into the mic, I reckon. I thought we moved on. That was the old podcast, remember?
I'm excited today.
When they used to go, yeah, so...
Ben, can you speak into the mic? I can't hear you.
That's you.
I can't hear you. Oh,
I thought we'd moved on. It's down here, isn't it? Next to the mouth.
So the spare tyre is actually because there is a drop in muscle mass, increase in weight gain, which will be mostly fat, and increase in visceral fat,
visceral
which is
fat
around
is
the
not good.
organs. No, it
Not
keeps us
good.
nice and warm. We don't like to get rid of visceral fat, do we?
Subcutaneous fat is the fat that we can see.
Yes. Well, yes.
Death sentence. I'm prone to putting on weight. And unfortunately, yes, partially due to hormones, you are more likely to start storing more fat around your stomach.
And you're more fatigued, so you're not going to do any exercises.
Right. But it's also, it's the lack of muscle mass. It's the drop in muscle mass. You get to your mid-30s, then you start dropping, not significantly. And if you start doing some form of strength training, high protein diet, it will help dramatically. But it's the muscle loss. That's the issue. So any weight you are, if you're dropping muscle, but then also any weight you are putting on through lack of exercise, through lack of movement, hormones, yes, as well, is going to be mostly fat. Oh no. Oh dear. It's not just the hormones. Just because you're going through menopause doesn't mean if you start exercising or you are already exercising and you've got a half decent routine, you're not just going to pile on loads and loads of weight out of nowhere.
Yes, gradual.
It's the fact that if you're not doing a lot already in terms of exercise, nutrition's a little bit skewed. If you're not doing any of that, if you're not moving a lot, quite sedentary, and then also muscle loss, and also putting on weight, it's because it's easy to then say, oh, well, I'm going through menopause. It's my hormones.
It's a combination.
No one's disputing that, but what else are you doing? Well, I would exercise, but what's the point? I know I need to probably do a bit of strength training. I've heard that's good for you. And yeah, I need to get some more protein in. I heard that's quite good for you. But, you know, look at the spare time. I'm 50. It's over for me. No, it's not.
So what should people be doing, Ben, to combat this?
Well, it's all the same stuff, isn't it?
To help it, to enhance their experience, I suppose.
It's all the same stuff. It is quite boring, actually, but you have to keep repeating. That's what I struggle with. The amount I read and the amount I listen, and it's all the same stuff. Across the board. Across the board for everything. So in many ways, that's great because there's no secret formula. There's no like, oh, you must, if you're not doing this, if you're not strength training 6 days a week, if you're not doing handstands, if you're not eating 500 calories a day, if you have to do these very specific things, and once you start doing those, you'll then get results. This will blunt the effect on menopause. No, it's all the same stuff. What's all the same stuff, Fiona? What do you think? For every single person walking the earth, men, women, everyone, what's the things that will ensure or will hopefully contribute to a half decent, long, healthy life?
Sleep 8 hours a night, 2 litres of water every day.
Better sleep, yeah.
Increase your step intake to, they say 10,000, but that's impossible.
Don't worry about that, yeah. Just
do some more exercises, eat more protein.
Strength training.
Don't drink as much alcohol. I think that's it.
High protein diet.
I said that already.
Fibre.
Oh, fibre, yeah. Well, high protein. Good, better diet. So, yeah, there you go. Supplements?
We'll get on to that, yes. Also, your BMR, you know, the basic metabolic rate,
yes.
that drops. The more muscle you've got, great. The better.
I don't have many.
Right. Not good. But if you're losing the muscle mass, your BMR will drop, which isn't great. And the more muscle you have, the more calories you will burn. It's not like hundreds and hundreds, but it's an okay amount. It's better than not having the muscle mass.
Mm.
So if your BMR is dropping along with losing muscle and then gaining fat, and you're not doing anything, no exercise, not walking, not a high protein diet, over consuming calories. It's not the best.
No.
It's not ideal. if you link it back to something like anxiety and depression and how you feel and your mental health, across the board, if you eat a diet that consists of mostly ultra-processed diet.
Mostly.
Come on. If you eat a diet that consists of mostly ultra-processed foods,
yes,
you're not moving, you're not strength training, you're not doing anything for your health. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are in life. You're not exercising. You haven't found a form of exercise you can stomach. You're not fulfilled. You're not doing anything you enjoy. You hate work. All this stuff. Hate your kids. You've got this stupid cat running around. All this stuff. Chances are you're going to feel a bit rubbish. Your mental health might not be the best.
So they need to embrace.
No, but this is the thing, isn't it? This is every time someone goes, what do I need to do? What do I need to do off my menopause? What do I need to do for this? What do I need to do for that?
Again, people are always looking for quick fixes.
What's that? But it's also people are looking for the magic formula. They want to know. They need to be told something else. Menopause. It's been talked about a lot more. Great. Lots of well-respected people are doing great stuff. But again, they all repeat the same thing. Time and time again. But
yes.
People don't really want to listen to that for the most part.
Yes, because that person has to be responsible for doing it. And that's what the problem is.
And then also they say, well, this will help. Doing all this stuff will help. But if you want an extra boost, and what you're probably lacking actually, because this will get you 3/4 of the way, but I have a supplement. I have a course.
Ooh.
I have this. I have that. And if you do this, if you buy this, this will get you all the way. I've got a feeling that a lot of people will go, well, the exercise bit, that sounds horrible. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. The diet, I'll try. I'll try and eat a bit more protein. Where do I start with that? What about the supplement? So if I take the supplement, yes, even in the disclaimer, to benefit from the supplement the most, you must be eating, hopefully a high protein diet and exercising regularly.
A well-balanced diet.
You can ignore that and you can go, well, if I take the supplement, at least I'm doing something. At least I'm doing something because that's easier. It might cost an arm and a leg, but it's easier. I don't want to start lifting heavy weights. High protein, what's that? What does that mean? I don't want to do it. This supplement's £100. And it will help with this, this, and this. It might help with your fatigue. It might help with your sleep. Hot flashes. Night sweats.
Again, though, most people will give up after 30 days because it takes a while for supplements to get into the system, doesn't it? So, me for taking vitamin B, vitamin C, energy tablets and all that, you don't notice any difference. So if you're spending £100 on a supplement, you want it to work there and then, don't you? I know things don't happen, but that's why people will give up because they're not seeing the results after 30 days. Whereas if they waited just an extra 2 weeks or 3 weeks or an extra month, they might actually then start noticing the differences. Again, it's a quick fix. People just constantly want that quick fix.
This can be the frustrating part because a lot of these people that are experts in menopause that are giving out really good advice will still be saying, yes, the exercise bit, yes, the nutrition bit, the mindfulness, but they might be selling a supplement. So it all revolves around that. They say that extra stuff because you have to, because it's proven that it all helps. And they're very clever. They're doctors. They're not idiots. But if you really want to accelerate the process, here's my supplement. Here's my turmeric supplement. Because inflammation is a huge thing. You're going to be inflamed all over the place. Chronic inflammation, you're going to be storing fat all over the place. Turmeric, £100. Like all of these people, 90% of it is pretty good information. They're just repeating the same stuff, which we just talked about. So you go, that's great. That sounds really good. But it's the 10%. It's the quackery. It's, we must be fasting. Fasting, yeah, might work for some. Is it optimal for a lot of women going through menopause? Probably not.
Is detoxing, is that a good thing to do? I know
no, because your body naturally detoxes itself.
Yeah,
right. So there's someone else. There's someone else who's got lots of millions of followers. Detoxing supplements.
If you detox too much, you would dehydrate.
Obsessed with intermittent fasting.
No, I don't mind that.
For some, yeah. For others, maybe not. But
speaking to a gentleman recently who only ate for 2 hours in a day.
Oh, the camera's still on?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that dummy battery's, don't curse it, but...
That's all he ate, between 6 and 8 p.m.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Just like, why? To be fair, he was.
It's just extreme, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, if you, well,
He was trying to
if
lose.
that's what-
He was trying to lose a lot of weight. Bless him.
Right,
And
well,
he had lost a lot of weight.
under certain circumstances, yeah, yeah.
Love him.
Right, okay.
But imagine how excited you'd be come 6 o'clock. Woo! It's feeding time at the zoo. Woo!
Yeah, but it's
Then
just
there's only so much you could eat.
it's just
isn't it?
shoving all
Yeah.
that food, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you are trying to lose weight, yeah, there's only so much food you can eat in one sitting. Most benefits of exercise are in the first 60 minutes. So there's charts, there's studies, and there's a chart, the line. First 60 minutes, look at all these benefits, and then it starts to reduce
'Cause you get
slightly.
tireder.
Not a big deal. The point is, you only need 60 minutes.
A week.
A
or
week.
day?
A
Oh.
week.
Oh. Oh, is
Right.
that why you're telling me two sessions a week is okay for me to do?
It's a good start,
Because
yeah.
I won't do anything
Yeah,
more. anyways.
certainly.
Okay. I found
So
that very
60
manageable
minutes a
this
week. Anything else? Great.
Does that include walking? Or just working out?
Well,
I'm assuming working out.
anything that's going to get the heart rate up. That's going to get you a bit sweaty. But strength training, ideally.
Don't like it.
You know, something like HIIT training. I saw, God, that's become a bit of a thing. Leaning 15, him, I'm not going to say his name, but the guy, you know, Wixie. He started releasing these menopause workouts. Bloody hell. There's some logic in them that they're short bursts of exercise. And I think this is just as you get older as well. You have to be more mindful of your recovery. And also the hour-long workouts you were doing in your 20s and 30s and early 40s might not be the best now. You might not be, your recovery will start to suffer a little bit. So it might actually be worth for everyone, not just women who are going through menopause, to actually reduce the amount of time each session is. Or if they were training 3-4 times a week, maybe just take one off. Yes, there's some science behind the HIIT training with the epoch. So epoch is post-exercise, you will continue burning X amount of calories, but it's so minimal. So there's that logic as well. So if you do these short bursts of intense exercise, you have the epoch effect. Your metabolism will be elevated.
Yeah, that's why they say HIIT training, any kind of really intense cardio, like indoor cycle, all of that is quite
yes,
good. Yeah.
But other than the time, because it's maybe say 20 to 30 minutes on average, a HIIT training session, everything else, I just don't think, if you love HIIT training and it makes you do it, it makes you get the exercise in, and you haven't got the excuse of, oh, well, I can't fit into 1 hour sessions a week, can't do it, too busy. Okay, well, what about 2 20 minutes? What about 2 50 minutes? Oh, right, yeah. If it limits the excuses of not doing anything, great. But I think it's mainly just due to time. Because if you're doing HIIT training reasonably intensely, because it's meant to be quite intense, 3, 4, 5 times a week, Christ alive.
Yeah, but it's not just an hour training, isn't it? It's literally to get there, to change, to get home, to shower. It takes a good chunk of your days. That's why I said to you, I'm going to do my days when I'm in the office, because I'm out of the house, I'm driving by the house, so it's not much of an effort for me to do it.
Right, yes.
But if you ask me to walk down there, not a hope.
I'm not sure how many people, well, I don't know, how many people go to the gym just to do HIIT training?
Well, probably go for classes.
If it gets them to do it, great.
Probably go for classes, to be fair. There's all these literally HIIT classes now, isn't there? I used to love going to the spin. I used to love that.
The spin?
Yeah, I used to love it.
What does EPOC stand for? I've lost my trail of thought with EPOC.
Excess post-exercise oxygen consumption.
Oh, that's right. Yes, EPOC. That's what it stands for.
That's a mouthful.
That is a mouthful. Yeah, yeah. Brain fog. Well, that's a thing as well. Brain fog.
Brain fog.
Yeah.
Cognitive function.
I think brain fog again, hormone related, of course, but
it's lack of fatigue.
Naturally, if you're fatigued and you're not sleeping,
you're not going to be on the ball as much.
Yeah. Right.
If you're up all night sweating, too hot, too cold, whatever, body not regulating temperature correctly, obviously it's going to have an impact on your mental abilities. Like, look at us last week with that podcast. We were knackered.
Yes, I hope this isn't coming across as stop making excuses. It's not that. It's almost just about for people that we know that menopause and all these symptoms are terrible, are disgusting. You have to not let it define you. You have to not let going through menopause be the excuse to sack it off, to just stop. Death sentence,
the time
50.
when your body needs it the most.
That's the overriding point.
Menopause is inevitable. Suffering is not.
Oh, yeah. Not bad, is it?
There you go, Ben.
Did you get the hit training thing I was trying to...
Yes.
Right. Nothing wrong with it. But you got, Wixie coming out like, hi guys. I've got these are low impact hit training sessions for menopause workouts. It's that. It's the menopause workouts. It's like, what? Because everyone's fatigued and tired and their bones hurt and their muscles hurt. They need to have these really low impact sessions.
Yes, but how long are these really low impact sessions?
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, well then. Yeah.
But it's just, for the most part, that's not enough.
Yeah.
Doing these low impact hit sessions are not enough. Don't not do them if that's getting you moving, but you got to be challenging yourself. You got to be building that muscle mass back up.
You always said that to me. Has there been a change in the way people talk about weight training now? Because you more so mention it as strength training. So is that a thing?
Well, it's become a lot more popular. People have started to really...
But are people shying away from calling it weight training now?
Weight training, resistance training, strength training, it was largely associated with bodybuilders. It was, that's just what scary blokes do. Invest. I'm not doing that. Women, I'll get too bulky. I'll put on too much muscle. Like, not for me. I'll do my spin. I'll go for my power walk. Any form of exercise you can stomach, do it.
And don't do it for too long.
You got to retain that muscle mass.
If you don't want to. That's really helped me this week.
You've got to do the muscle mass stuff. You got to do the training. You got to challenge yourself. You got to push yourself. Doing the low intensity, hi, Wixie sessions, and that's the only training you do initially. If you're not doing anything, great.
Yeah, but there will be a point where you have to step it up.
It needs to be a starting point.
Yeah.
To progress to one full body session a week in the gym, in the private push pro studio. Why not? On the app.
Or 2 short ones. That's what I'm using as the app. Fantastic.
You are. How are you finding it?
Good, because I think I would struggle more so if I was actually working out with you, for the simple reason being...
It's disgusting, yeah.
For the simple reason being...
No, the simple reason is I don't want to train you.
I like to be quick.
Yeah.
I don't like taking rest breaks. So like when I'm doing my exercises, I'm supersetting them all. I'm setting.
Oh my God, yeah.
I'm on the ball. Next time I'm on the ball, I'm not taking a break. That's why I can get through them in half an hour.
Oh, great. And just to confirm that I refuse to train you. I don't want to. I don't want to train you. Not for me. No, thank you.
But I'm embracing my rotten attitude.
By yourself, with the app. With the app that I'm on.
Oh.
You mentioned 10,000 steps. Don't need to.
Who's doing that?
Don't need to.
Actually.
Do as many as you can within reason.
I have reduced, to be fair, because I haven't.
Find your laughables.
Walked in dog shit the other day.
Oh, good. The children swearing.
Dog shit.
Laughables.
It's not swearing. Dog
Are you
poo.
okay?
Laughables.
What, the S word's not a swear word? It just proves how just deranged you are. That's on camera. Deranged.
Sorry, darling.
Yeah.
Dog poo poo.
Steps. 4 to 5K related to lower mortality compared to 2,700 steps per day. So if you're getting around 2,000 steps on average, if you can start to increase those by 1 to 2,000 steps,
that's an
related
average.
to lower mortality.
That's an average, what, another 10, 15 minutes?
Not a lot, is it?
Not bad.
Not a lot. The grand scheme of things, 10,000 steps. No.
It's
it's okay. Don't worry about those. I understand people, they see all this stuff and they think they need it. They think they need the supplement. They think they need to do 10,000 steps. They need to start doing strength training 4 times a week. It's too overwhelming, isn't it? With all these symptoms, with or without the symptoms, for people, for everyone, menopause or not. It's too overwhelming. If you're getting started for the first time, the older you get, the harder it is.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. When something becomes a routine, then it's fairly easy to do it, like going out and doing your steps, doing all that. But when you're just starting out, it is so bloody hard. So hard.
Don't overwhelm yourself.
It is overwhelming. Right, we're not going to talk about the supplements to tumour because you already talked about tumour.
Some of the people who are into talking about menopause, for the most part, great information. Lots of doctors doing good stuff. There's someone called Dr. Jen Gunther, who's a bit harsh. She's
No bullshit.
No BS.
Oh.
No BS.
Mm-hmm.
One of her biggest problems is that even though, for the most part, a lot of people are providing decent information, some of them will still be doing here's my supplement. The research isn't there to warrant you supplementing with it. You don't need the supplement. Get your diet under control. Start adding stuff into your diet. Get that protein in. Get that fibre in. Oily fish. Do that first, not the supplement. For the most part, people go, well, all you want to do is just moan at people. So people that are providing 90% decent information, she's not happy with it. She's not having it, because they will say all this good stuff, but then go, yeah, and also you may as well just buy my supplement.
So she's against that. She's just like, no,
like,
just do this. You
no,
don't need
yeah,
the supplement.
don't.
I like her.
You're peddling the supplement. That's a shame. It's almost like that's a shame. But she can be a bit outspoken, and she's passionate about the subject.
I like her.
And also, it's people who are doctors in something that has nothing to do with nutrition or women's health, who are like chiropractors, for example.
Podiatrist.
It's not like they're not allowed to talk about menopause and women's health, but chances are they'll be trying to peddle some supplement, or they'll be coming out of stuff that's a little bit wackier. Fasting, detoxification. That must be frustrating. You've got people who have worked in this field. So I can see why someone like Jen, she gets quite upset. Any doctor that is in the field of women's health in general, people that are quite big, they've got a mass following, talking about menopause, who haven't got a doctorate in women's health. I can see if you do have that and you've gone through the years and years of getting your doctorate when it comes to women's health, and you've got someone then who hasn't, but then also spouting misinformation and peddling supplements and talking about, oh, you must be fasting. Oh, detoxification. That's the only way.
Well, I'd much
Fix your
rather,
menopause doing this.
I'd much rather somebody
It's rough.
in gynecology or in endocrinology opposed to a podiatrist giving information.
Right. And I think I mentioned this before, didn't I?
Chiropractor.
There's something on Amazon when it comes to nutrition and health.
Something what?
There's something, did I not mention that on the Amazon charts for books that only about, what's the numbers? Only about 5% are actual doctors and people that have studied nutrition or health in general. And then a wacky amount are journalists and people that have got
we see all
degrees
these
in completely different fields.
But you see all these celebrities writing about their symptoms. Davina McCall, she's got a book about menopause, doesn't she?
Well, look, if it helps.
Because she's been through it.
If it helps, yeah, but she did that with someone else, didn't she? Someone who actually is a doctor.
Oh,
I believe.
I don't know.
I've not read that book, but
I don't know.
Yes. Right. Anyway, did that make sense?
Yes, it did.
Stimulate the muscle, not annihilate the muscle during menopause. Well, that probably links in with the HIIT stuff to a degree. But again, I think good advice, but I think that's across the board as you get older.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just being very careful, not saying stop making excuses. Women, stop making excuses. Get on with it. You want to have that to a degree because you don't want people to go, you want people to get out of that mindset. Oh, it's over. It's over. I can't do it now because I'm going through menopause or I've hit 50. Oh, well. Best diet, Mediterranean diet.
Yes, what's the Mediterranean
Again,
diet?
I think
Fish.
for most people, though, that's what they say. For most people, yeah, it's oily fish, higher fats.
Is that to try and coincide with the loss of cognitive function?
It helps, yeah, the inflammation.
Well, not loss of cognitive, but the decline.
But again, that can be across the board. Eat more plants. Eat a good amount of fish. Decent amount of protein. Cut down on ultra-processed foods. It's similar advice for pretty much anyone. And if you are going through menopause, yes, great. If any diet that gets you eating more protein, a bit more fibre, healthy fats, excellent.
Yes.
Yes?
Okay.
That's what we're trying to turn this into. I think that's the point of this. It's that there's no diet. There's no form of exercise. There's nothing that you need to be doing. If you're going through menopause, you must do this. You have to be doing this. Because that's what charlatans do. You must buy my supplement. You must do this form of exercise. You must. Because if you don't, your menopause will be 10 times worse.
My legs are sore from that
Right.
finisher yesterday.
Oh, I see. Supplements, yes. Do you want to read about turmeric or do we not need to?
Well, I may as well now.
Okay, what's that?
Although turmeric and specifically its active compound curcumin
Close enough, yeah.
has anti-inflammatory properties, high-dose turmeric supplements may not provide the promised benefits. Research on turmeric's effectiveness is mixed, and the body absorbs curcumin poorly. Curcumin? Even high doses has... Research on turmeric's effectiveness is mixed, and the body absorbs curcumin poorly.
Let's finish. We're getting on.
High doses often have limited bioavailability, meaning much of the compound isn't absorbed or used effectively by the body.
I see. Okay.
Curcumin.
Yeah.
Curcumin.
Black cohosh. That's quite a popular one as well.
It's meant to help with night sweats and hot flashes. Not enough research compared to a placebo.
Again,
I never even knew what black cohosh was.
Well, it comes up quite a bit.
Is that a supplement called black cohosh?
It is. Cohosh.
Cohosh.
Yeah.
I suppose that makes more sense.
I was, okay, we'll talk about this study very quickly. And this, because I was going to start talking about HRT. Someone who's quite popular in the UK, who I think, for the most part, does very good work.
Who?
I won't mention her name. Around menopause, she's a big prescriber of HRT. And a few of her patients came out recently and were very cross about how they were treated, about the doses that she was giving to a lot of people was absurdly high. But
was she
I don't...
overdosing them to try and get the results that she wanted for her stupid studies?
I'm not too sure. I think for the most part, she's well respected. I've read one of her books. I do struggle a little bit with, some of the stuff she talks about. A lot of people talk about yoga. And you must be doing yoga. And in her book, she talks about all the stuff that she doesn't do. So no caffeine.
No chocolate.
Lots of yoga. Minimal chocolate. It's like, that works for her. But what people don't speak about a lot is it takes a long time to put a decent routine in place. So that's hard. You live this life for a long time. So again, take away menopause and everything that comes with it. People that are saying this is what I do is great. You want to know what people are doing. Oh, so what do you do? Well, no caffeine, minimal chocolate, no ultra processed foods, lots of yoga. Surely you do lose a lot of people as well. They may not be saying, oh, you must be doing this. And they will say, they will preface it with, this is what worked for me. But again, some people will read that and go, Christ almighty, it's not worth it. So no caffeine. So someone might be drinking 6 cups of coffee a day. Minimal chocolate. Okay. Lots of yoga. Yeah, I think the yoga is more...
What if people like chocolate and they don't like yoga?
Right. So the yoga is a bit more about being mindfulness. Anything that you can do to become a bit more mindful.
Go for a walk.
Put yourself in the present moment a bit more. So yoga, yes, can be useful for some people. But I can see these recommendations that will turn off a lot of people again. What else can I do? Well, you can do a little bit of exercise, but this is what I do. And I know it's an excuse. It can be an excuse. Some people look at that and go, well, I can't do that. There is that fine line where people will look at what other people are doing and go, well, that's too much. And then the person talking about what they do will then give them blanket recommendations. But just start slow. It's not enough just saying, this is what I do, but start slow. It's almost like the information is just, it's not enough. It's in this middle ground. It's not too soft because you are telling people, this is what I do and this is what I would recommend that you try and do, or find something that you know you can stick to, but it's also not harsh enough. And the last thing you want to be doing is being harsh to people, with or without menopause. But it just sticks in this like middle ground where it's like, try this or try that, or buy my supplement. I don't know, that middle ground, Fiona. This middle ground.
Middle ground.
I had another point, but I forgot. Did you see what I was trying to say there?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I don't think you did. You seem confused.
I think I do. You're just, yeah. I think I do.
Okay. Environment. It's all about the environment.
Obesogenic environment.
Well, but just environment in general. It's all about the environment. It's always about your environment. And it is an excuse where people say, I can't change. I can't do all this. I can't start doing these habits. No, you won't be able to, no. How are you going to do that in the same environment you're already in? If you don't start trying to change your environment across the board, it's going to be almost impossible.
What do you mean change your environment? Like as in just
If your cupboard's a chock-a block
that's
full
what
of
I thought you
ultra-processed, naughty foods, good and bad food, if you've got all this stuff around you at arm's length, that you can just go, oh God, I must stop eating more. I need to cut down on chocolate.
Well, that's what
I need to cut down on this. And it's just like, oh, it's still there. Like, oh God.
That's what a lot of people do on diets, don't they, to get rid of all of the
Right,
shit
too
out of the house. That's too extreme. Yeah.
You have to start changing your environment. If your environment is not set up for you to start exercising a bit more, start being a bit more conscious of what you shove in your gob. It's all well and good waking up the next day and go, right, this is it. This is it. But then they might go the other way. They might go too extreme. Let's throw everything out. They start running 10 miles a day. A weekend, I'm starving, my knees hurt, this is miserable.
Yes.
I'm not doing it anymore.
Where's the chocolate? And then instead of having just one piece, still have the whole bar.
We're all looking for excuses. Everyone's looking for excuses all of the time to get out of everything. Even people that have seemed like they've got it nailed. They seem like they've done it. They found a form of exercise in the stomach. They found a diet they can stick to for longer than 10 minutes. Every day is still a challenge. Like, oh God, I just don't fancy it today. But it's that environment. It is an excuse that you can't start putting in place better habits. I can't do that. It's hard. Yes, it takes a bit of time to start replacing bad habits with better habits or good habits. But it's not going to happen if your environment stays the same. That's the point. People are trying to do this in exactly the same environment and are wondering why they're not making any headway. Nothing's changed. They've just told themselves it's going to change. God, my lips are dry. Jesus Christ.
All right, talk about your study.
No, that's for you, Fiona. Okay, finishing up. Yes, so sorry, the HRT. Another time. Lots to get into. The ins and outs of all the hormones. We're going to touch upon this study very quickly, just because HRT got a bit of a bashing when it came to that. If you start taking HRT, women were susceptible to breast cancer. So it got a bit of a bad rap based on this study from 2002.
So the Women's Health Initiative study 2002. This involved two main groups of postmenopausal women, those taking combined estrogen and progesterone therapy and those taking estrogen-only therapy, which are people who have undergone hysterectomies. The initial results suggested that women on combined HRT had an increased risk of breast cancer, heart disease, stroke and blood clots. This led to widespread panic and many women discontinued HRT as a result, while doctors became more cautious in prescribing it. HRT usage dropped dramatically due to the belief that it posed significant health risks. It's only kind of recently come back into a thing there in the most recent, about 5 to 6 years ago.
What has?
HRT therapy. It's only been, it's not been...
with the increased awareness of menopause, yeah.
Inaccuracies and flaws of this studies. So the study population was not typical. The average age of the women in the study was 63. And many were well past the menopausal transition. Most women started HRT closer to the onset of menopause, typically in their 40s or 50s, when the risks and benefits of HRT may differ. Older women have inherently higher risk for conditions like cardiovascular disease, which could have skewed the results.
Skewed?
Skewed. I said skewed.
Skewed?
Skewed.
Yeah.
I got that.
Yeah.
Types of hormone used. The study used a specific form of HRT that combines synthetic form of HRT.
Oh, I thought you said horm.
Form.
I thought you were saying horm.
No.
Right. Sorry. Apologies.
Specific form.
Apologies.
You're just there waiting for me to trip up on my words.
No, I'm not. It's the last thing I want, Fiona. I want people to listen. Good information.
The study used a specific form of HRT that combines synthetic estrogen with a synthetic progesterone. I'm not reading that word out. These formulations are different from bioidentical hormones or other types of HRT used today, which may have increased risk profiles. The study found an increased breast cancer risk only in women on combined HRT, not in those taking estrogen alone. In fact, women on estrogen-only HRT showed a slight decrease in breast cancer risk. This raised questions about the true source of risk, suggesting that progesterone, not estrogen, may be the key factor. Interesting, yes.
I don't know, was it? Did it make sense?
Yes.
When you were reading it, did it make sense? So as long as it did, because if not, we'll have to do it again. Because if it didn't, it's certainly going to make sense for them.
Yes, it made sense to me, I think.
Okay.
But I have read it like a couple of times, believe it or not.
Right. It's more about just highlighting, if you've heard of HRT and you've heard this, it gives women breast cancer. It started from that study. That's where the hysteria started from. Yeah, I think that's it on HRT. It'll be something that we can talk about, but it's bloody hell. I've got notes on HRT, but I'll link in some of the doctors. And there's lots of information on HRT if it's right for you. And of course, go and see your GP. Go and start the conversation.
There's loads of different forms of HRT now, isn't there?
There is, yes, exactly. So that's what I wanted to try and avoid a little bit, because it was just I'd have got very stressed. Very stressed. I've got an image here about HRT myths uncovered, which is quite interesting actually.
Oh, is that in the last page?
Do you want to read a couple of those, Fiona? Go on, just read a couple of them.
Ben, I haven't read them.
No, it's on the image. Just to give people an idea. And this isn't me saying I'm pro HRT.
How do you make that?
I don't know enough about it.
How do you make that bigger? I can't see nothing. HRT myth. HRT causes breast cancer. Fact, HRT with estrogen alone is associated with little or no change in the risk of breast cancer. Combined HRT can be associated with a small increased risk. However, it is related to treatment duration and reduces once HRT is stopped. HRT has a vascular risk. HRT in any form does not increase the risk of heart attack if started before the age of 60. HRT as tablets can increase the risk of stroke and DVT, though generally the effect is very small. This is avoided by using patches and gels. There is no evidence that HRT causes weight gain. Women generally have a tendency to gain weight in the middle years, and a healthy diet and exercise are important.
Oh, that'll do, won't it? That'll do. That's just a few. That's okay.
HRT is dangerous. HRT will protect the bones and heart and may help women's memory. This is important if periods stop very early and a factor to consider at an average menopause age.
Right. Oh, the bones. We forgot to mention the bones. Strengthen the bones. You've got to exercise.
Yes, that's why I read that one.
Strengthen the bones. Yes, that's just a couple of, again, not saying that I am saying everyone must be on HRT. I will link in the doctors who talk a lot more about all the various things you can be doing during menopause, during perimenopause.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else, Fiona?
No, darling.
Okay, right.
Okay.
That will do then.
That'll
There's
do.
so much more notes. Oh,
That'll
so many.
do,
But
donkey. That'll do.
not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, the film, Fiona. God, how can we start enjoying the film? Is it the PTSD from the... Is it? What is it?
It's because there's nothing to talk about with the films.
No, but... Yeah, I know, but the old days... Remember the old days with the...
Unfortunately.
We used to talk about a film for like over an hour.
Yes, but because we're only doing it for 15 minutes, it's kind of just, what's the fucking point? Oh, what's the point?
Yeah, but what? It should be like, oh.
What?
It should be easy, shouldn't it? It should be like, oh, okay, we don't do this anymore because the podcast became too successful and Ben had to stop doing it.
The thing is...
you get more down the street without being recognised.
It's this film that we picked. It's just...
Oh, it's perfect though, isn't it?
Yes, the name is perfect.
This is the episode. Now, the content might be hit or miss, but it's the episode title. Because Fiona, to be a successful YouTuber, you must have the thumbnail and the episode title done first. Right, before the content, you must have the thumbnail done first.
What is it? What's the name of the programme or the podcast or whatever?
What's the film called?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Menopause.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay.
Right. It was either that or what was everyone? Something's got to give.
It's a good title as well, though, because it's just like, well, something's got to give with your attitude.
Yeah, well, yeah, it would have worked, yeah. And I just wanted to rewatch that film. Good film. Jack Nicholson.
Oh, he's...
Good film. We miss Jack.
We can watch it tonight, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once, 2022 on the IMDb. Yeah, 7.8 out of 10.
That joke is so old.
So a middle-aged Chinese immigrant is swept up into an insane adventure in which she can alone... Let me start again.
Please.
A middle-aged... I'll start again.
The time's getting on.
Take 3.
Let's hurry up.
A middle-aged Chinese immigrant is swept up into an insane adventure in which she alone can save existence by exploring other universes and connecting with the lives she could have led.
Oh, that sounds confusing.
That synopsis is confusing me.
Do people care about the synopsis?
Yeah, but you have to tell people what the film is about.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was literally everything everywhere all at once. It was...
Menopause.
It's too much.
Okay, right. A couple of the actors then. Let's go.
Jamie Lee Curtis. She played Deirdre.
Won an Oscar.
Not sure if this was Oscar
Well,
worthy.
they swept up. They swept up.
Michelle Yeoh. She played Evelyn.
Is it Yao?
Yao? Don't know. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, Stephanie Hsu played Joy,
Okay.
which is a daughter.
And
That's all you really
what about
know.
the dad?
James Hong. Oh, no. Kei Ho Kwang.
Oh, we know the dad, don't we?
Do we?
Short Round, Indiana Jones, The Goonies.
Oh, right.
Remember him?
Oh, okay.
He's a man. He's grown up.
Oh.
Not a big fan of him in those two.
Oh.
But yeah, he was good in this.
It's a bit dippy.
That's his character, though.
Yes,
wasn't
yes,
it?
true.
The alpha version of him wasn't very dippy. He was on it.
Yes, that's true. Michelle Yeoh was very good in this, I have to say. The mom.
She won
Evelyn.
the Oscar. I'm assuming it won Best Film, and then Short Round he won the Oscar, and then Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Bloody hell! Oh, we should look at that. How often has a film won all three
I don't know.
and best Picture?
Oh, I think
Christ almighty, that's-
Slumdog Millionaire was the last one to do all three. I've seen something about that in the trivia.
Oh no, I don't think Dev won. What's his name? Is it Dev Patel? I don't think he won an Oscar for that.
Oh, well,
It might have won Best Film, but I don't think he won an Oscar.
well, it won something the same as Slumdog Millionaire. So
Best Picture.
maybe. I don't know.
Embarrassing, isn't it? Embarrassing.
It won 7 Oscars.
Yes, it did. Yeah,
Yes.
it's impressive. Visually, it's very nice to
Yes.
look at. Very nice
It's
to look at.
just you don't want to be playing with your cat during watching it because it was just.
Oh, I see. Right.
It's just too much. There's too many different worlds. My favourite scene, actually, was the scene of the rock. Because it was just 2 rocks having a nice little conversation with each
that's
other.
the point, though, isn't it? That's the only time during the whole film when it was just, God, this is nice.
Yeah.
We're actually enjoying the present moment, and that's the whole point.
Oh, is that? Oh,
You're
right,
not
okay.
enjoying the present moment. Michelle is, what's her name? Evelyn, she's just,
Evelyn and
she
Joy.
is not in the present at any point.
Oh, okay.
Well, no one is, but
I thought the whole
particularly
point-
her.
I thought the whole point of the story or the underlying tone of the story was about kindness or something like that.
Can you talk into the mic?
I am talking into the mic.
Oh, right,
then.
you just look very quiet.
Yeah, I thought it was about kindness.
Well,
Because obviously Jamie at the end showed her kindness saying, oh, we'll give you the extension because you're going through a really bad time at the moment.
no, yeah, but it was Evelyn. It was Evelyn who was the one who started to come around to the idea of being a bit more empathetic towards
Yes.
everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her story. And Waymond, what was his name?
Waymond.
Waymond. He was very empathetic throughout, wasn't he?
Yes.
And then she was, oh, he's a bit soft. He's a bit like, oh,
He's a bit,
God,
yeah,
come on. You're not going to get anywhere with that, being kind to people. But then she sees it and she becomes more empathetic. The fight at the end, towards the end, when she's fighting people, but then she's putting them in positions and they're kissing and they're hugging.
Yeah,
and all
she's improving their lives and doing.
She's being a bit more empathetic,
Yeah.
isn't she?
Yeah.
She's not just beating them up.
Yeah, I get it. I'm trying to find something here about the. Have it written somewhere. The skills that she learns. So each fight that she has, or each stage, she has to learn this new skill, doesn't she, to bring into the other universe?
Jumping between universes, right, yeah.
I'm trying to find it now, but I can't find it now. Of course, I don't know how to.
She
find
can't
it.
keep her mind on anything. She's overwhelmed.
Yes,
That goes into what we
I
talked
don't
about,
know.
wasn't it? Menopause. During this stage in her life, kids grown up, her marriage is on the rocks.
She's got a crabby dad.
Her dad he's living with them.
Oh, and their
So-
laundrette isn't making much money, and she's going through divorce.
Right, there you go then. Oh, it's perfect, isn't it? It's the perfect film. All worst case scenarios, all the things that I'm sure a lot of women at this point in their life has to deal with. Or some of it. No, hopefully not all of it, because a lot of that, if you're dealing with all of it at the same time,
Or everything everywhere all at once.
it's difficult. So hopefully you're not dealing with all of it at the same time, because that would be rough, really rough. But chances are you might have 1 or 2 of them. Out of 5, you might have 2. And that's more than enough. Wayward kids.
So her downloaded skills include strong self-esteem, stronger imagination, no stage fright, proud father, enhanced hearing, improved mobility, and increased lung capacity.
Okay.
Not sure, where did the increased lung capacity come out of?
Can't remember.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it
No,
was...
it's because we, like you said, we had Donald floating around and then the Banshee popped in at some point. There was lots of distractions. It's the sort of film you have to watch and watch it, not just scrolling on TikTok. Like, oh, what's happening? Oh, God, what universe is she in now? Who's that? Alpha who? No. No.
As I said, my favourite scene was when they were on a rock. And I don't know who was talking because it was just two rocks talking. But one of them was just like, just shut up, just be a rock.
Well, it was her and Joy,
yeah,
wasn't
but
it?
I don't know who was talking, who said what.
It was her and Joy.
Yes, but I don't know who was talking, who said what.
Well, you do, because they had the writing.
Not every
was
time. Not every time.
I think it was.
Right, whatever. Somebody said, just shut up, just enjoy it. Just be a rock.
Yes.
You don't have to do
Present
anything.
moment.
You don't have to do anything. Just sit there and be a rock.
What you can't do with this film is be everything everywhere all at once. You have to be just watching the film. And Fiona wasn't. That's why she didn't enjoy it.
Yep. We're all small and stupid, Ben.
Yes, you are.
Yes, and you are too.
Not small. Not stupid.
You are stupid, Ed.
Okay.
You are...
Okay, right. Anything else? Should we say anything about the film? Just to finish off, because I've got to edit this.
Oh, the Ratatouille reference. They called it a Ratatouille.
That's right. Did you enjoy that? You enjoyed that? By the looks of it, you enjoyed it.
And at the end, Evelyn got on top of his head to direct him to get the Ratatouille.
Empathy.
Raccoony back.
She was, yes.
That was just brilliant. Yeah,
it's impressive. You've got to appreciate these types of films. And the CGI, the effects look really good.
What's with
as well.
sausage fingers? What's that about? I know it's a different universe.
So hang on. So she and Jamie Lee Curtis, Deirdre. So they were in a couple. They were a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's.
Or maybe they were just friends.
I don't know. I think it was meant to imply that there was a relationship going on. I think.
But it's like about acceptance, isn't it? Because obviously as well, she was saying in the scene with the sausages and the fingers and whatever, they were just like, we can't use our fingers for much because they're sausage fingers. But we can actually learn to use our feet, and we've gotten really proficient in using our feet. And then you've got the scene of her like literally
wiping away a tear with her toes. Yeah.
playing the piano, but the toes weren't moving. They were moving, but they weren't moving to the point where you'd be playing a piano.
Yes.
I thought that was very clever. That was actually quite good, that. Yeah.
So what did you take away from the film based on menopause? Based on what we've discussed during the episode, what did you take away from the film, Fiona?
Sometimes it's just nice to be in a calm, quiet environment, such as being a rock.
Okay, yes. But it's finding that, isn't it? It's finding mindfulness. That. It's finding your space.
Yes.
And also, it's almost being accepting of it. It's being okay with it. It's being okay with the fact that life's just coming at you at 100 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm. And you can't do everything.
Give yourself a break.
Yes. Cut yourself some slack.
Talk about it.
Mm.
This family wasn't talking, were they?
No.
They weren't communicating. The communication was terrible.
Mm.
Talk about it. Sit down.
Have a good old chat about it.
Anything else? I don't think that was very interesting. Was that a good review? Not really.
Well, it's just a quick, brief review, isn't it? Oh, The Whale was up for an Oscar nomination the same year. Did that get an Oscar?
Brendan did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
He had seven.
So Brendan won main actor, and then short round would have won best supporting. Yeah. Right. Is that it, Fiona? Anything else?
I'm just trying to see. I thought there was
anything else
interesting that came up.
The reviews. I don't know. What do we do about the reviews? They need to be part of the.
Would you recommend this film?
Oh. Anything that's an experience, and it looks good. The CGI, it looks good. It doesn't look like
just
look
buckle
naff.
up.
It's a bit much at times.
There's a lot going on.
But that's the point, isn't it? It's meant to be obscene. It's meant to be
just wait
intense.
for the rock scene. You love the rock scene. That's the best scene. And the Ratatouille scene, or Raccoony.
But mainly it was just because I thought it fitted very well with the subject of this episode.
Yes, everything, every time. Okay.
But we need to get back to the old days. We both hated doing it. But now and again, there was a few reviews that were okay. We had some fans.
The King's Speech.
Believe it or not. Believe it or not, we had some fans. We had people that would go, God, you know what, Ben? I listened to that episode and that's one of my favourite episodes ever. It's like, oh, bloody hell, that's a big thing. And we both hated it.
Yes. Well,
So
I just don't
there's something there to take from it.
Something's got to give. See what I did there, Ben?
Right.
Did you see what I did there?
A couple of quotes to finish off.
La 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 la, round
a couple of quotes to finish off. Yeah, I don't play that anymore because of I get a copyright strike on YouTube. You will never be able to experience everything. So please do poetic justice to your soul and simply experience yourself.
That's very good.
Okay.
Because we do like the movie. We all scramble to be doing everything, to experience everything, to try and do this, try and do that. Oh, somebody does this. Oh, I must do that. I must do this. But then you're actually missing out on the enjoyment because you're just doing it for the sake of doing it.
Oh, look at this. Here we go. Here's another one.
Oh, hit me, baby.
You cannot overestimate the unimportance of practically everything. That's perfect. That's just come up. That's just randomly come up. That fits in nicely.
Say it again.
You cannot overestimate the unimportance of practically everything.
The unimportance. Keyword. Of practically. Another keyword. It's all keywords.
Cannot. Keyword.
Oh, it is. Importance.
Shut up.
Keyword. Say that one again. I'd quite like that one.
I've gone now.
Oh.
I've said it twice.
Oh, okay.
How many times?
Oh, I need things to be said to me a lot.
Right, Fiona.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you.
Yeah. How do we end? What do we do? Where do they go?
Oh, the Push Pull Health website. We've got a website now.
There's website. Yeah, websites. Yeah.
Find
yeah.
us on the social media
There's
spaces.
An app.
There's an app.
Get on the
There's a
app.
good
If you're
I'm using
online.
the app at the moment.
If you are online, there's app. There's all sorts of stuff on there.
Oh, I didn't
So
track my
much
food
stuff.
yesterday.
You can track your food.
I will do
There's
it though.
guides galore, training, personalised training. In the future, there'll be we'll get some groups involved. We'll get lots of people at the same time. We're on one of those challenges. In 2025.
Do like little badges.
All sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
All sorts of prizes, all sorts of stuff.
If you get a badge, if you win oh yeah, I'm thinking out loud now. But if you get like to a certain badge, then you get like a free personal session or something like
Start
that.
watching these now. Start watching these now because you'll be an early adopter. Remember that? Remember the old days when he had 40 subscribers? Now look at him. Jesus.
Millionaire.
Well done. Keep going.
The Facebook. You're on the Facebook.
All the socials.
Instagram.
All the socials.
Are you on the Twitter? Or what's it
Yeah,
called now?
yeah.
The X.
All the
What's it
socials.
called?
X, formerly known as Twitter, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else is there? The TikTok. Do you do that?
Anyway, that's enough. I'm stopping this now.
Oh, right. Okay.
I've just said all the socials.
Oh, right. Is that all of them that I've mentioned?
Yeah, well, that's most of them, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And the YouTube, of course, where you're watching this.
Okay.
You're giving me daggers.
Because you're just talking nonsense.
Okay, goodbye now. Thank you.
Cheers.
Where's my baby? Hope he's okay.